Hey, Hayato, you got a minute? Yeah, sure. I think I'm in love. Huh? My buddy Riku opened up to me about him falling for some girl. He was never interested in romance, and this was the first time he mentioned such a thing. Are you serious, man? What's gotten into you? Why so surprised? At our age, who doesn't have a crush on a girl? Yeah, I guess so. And who was this lucky girl? That's a secret for now. Oh man, don't pull that on me. Leave me hanging, why don't you? I'll tell you sooner or later, don't worry. I pressed him, but Riku didn't tell me who this girl was. Who the hell could it be? I can't think of who it could be.
All right, everyone, have a seat. Let's start on this experiment.
This is our teacher, Miss Miyuki. She's our science teacher and very popular with the guys in class. She seems nice, and she's a real looker.
Hey, that's 1 millimeter too much. You won't get a proper chemical reaction with that amount.
But when doing science experiments, she gets real serious and won't allow the slightest mistake. She gets so into her science work that the students start calling her the beautiful mad scientist.
Okay, all done. Now, who's gonna help me set up the next experiment?
When she first arrived, everyone raised their hand wanting to assist her, but... Well, knowing how serious she can be, we're reluctant to participate. Nobody raises their hands. Well, almost nobody. I'd like to help Miss Miyuki.
Great, thanks, Riku.
Huh? Are you serious? Actually, Riku was never the type to volunteer for such tasks. I don't believe I'm seeing this. As expected, Riku was immediately getting disciplined by her.
Riku, this is all wrong. Please concentrate, would you?
But Riku looked calmly toward her. Yes, Miss Miyuki. I wouldn't say he was concentrating. It was more like his head was in the clouds. Oh my god, no way! Could he really be? After class, hey, Riku, you seem kind of weird lately. Are you sure you're okay? Yeah, I'm fine. If you say so, man. He seems happy anyways. As we were on our way out to head home. Yeah, this is awesome. We heard some loud noises as we passed the baseball team's locker room. What the hell are those guys doing? Are they nuts? I could see them sitting around with girls drinking and smoking cigarettes. Better just look the other way. Don't want to get involved with those guys. But then as we were about to walk past, Riku stopped and pulled out a smartphone. Hey, Riku! What the hell are you doing? Give me a sec. Oh man, let's get the hell out of here. Riku was taking photos and videos of the guys having fun. I grabbed him before they noticed and pulled him away and left the school grounds. The following day, we were at work in the science lab again. Don't those guys ever study? Skipping class and practicing ball? Go figure, man. Better get back to work before she gets on my case. I turned away from the window and looked toward Riku. Riku was also looking toward the guys outside, but he seemed in a daze. Hey, Riku, better pay attention or she's gonna get on your case. Yeah, right. Then right at that instant, ah! The baseball from the guys outside crashed through the window. I hit Riku square in the head. Glass flew everywhere and grabbed his head. Blood gushed out and covered his face and hands. Holy crap! Hit the geek right in the noggin! Bullseye! Those damn jerks! No. This is no time to be angry at those guys. Riku, are you alright, man? Answer me! Miss Miyuki rushed over right away.
Riku, are you okay? What happened?
The ball from the baseball team outside. It hit him in the head. The blood won't stop.
Oh my god, that's terrible. We have to do something.
I was expecting her to call the ambulance right away, but...
Oh my! Oh, that blood! Let's do an experiment using that blood!
Wait, huh? What? Tensions were high, and That's probably why she was saying crazy stuff, right?
What we'll do is use this to collect all the blood and put it in a beaker and measure how much he discharged.
She can't be serious.
Is this really the time to be experimenting? And with our students' blood?
This isn't happening. But Miss Miyuki seemed elated. We were flabbergasted by her outlandish suggestion. Why the hell is she overjoyed about this? Riku's injured. We have to get him to the hospital. Don't worry, Riku. I'll call 911 right away. I'm fine. It's a great opportunity for her. I'll cooperate with the experiment. Huh? Are you nuts?
Okay then, he's given his okay. Riku, hold out for the 15 minutes of class. This is gonna be great.
And so, we continued the class for 50 minutes and Riku discharged a substantial amount of blood. This isn't right. She's gone way overboard on this. After 50 minutes had passed, Riku could not endure it any longer and he collapsed. He was immediately taken by ambulance to Motoboshi Memorial Hospital. Riku, is he gonna be alright?
Oh my.
Miss Miyuki came along on the ambulance and now she was sitting by his bedside, staring at him without saying a word. What the hell is going through her mind? As we sat in silence by Riku's bedside, Dr. Motoboshi entered the room. I'd like to know what happened. How did he get this injury and what actions were taken?
Yes, well...
He was obviously bleeding profusely, but was left unattended for a substantial amount of time. Why wasn't he brought to the hospital immediately?
Yes.
Miss Miyuki just sat there, unable to utter a word, so I explained on her behalf. What? You conducted an experiment? The principal had just arrived and was already aware of the experiment she had conducted. Do you realize that what you did was unforgivable? You do realize that, right?
Yes, I'm aware of it.
And from a doctor's perspective, this is unbelievable. Oh boy, I guess that's the end of her career. There was no other choice for me, Miss Miyuki. You're fired. As Miss Miyuki was handed down the verdict for her actions. No, it's not her fault. Are you nuts, Riku? Huh? Riku suddenly sat up in his bed and interrupted the conversation. But this is an obvious case of mistreatment by a teacher. That's right. You were so drained of your blood that you had lost consciousness. The principal and even Mr. Motoboshi were taken aback by Riku's words, but Riku was unmoved. You got this all wrong. She tried to take me to the hospital. She wanted to first check how much blood I lost. It was an important experiment for her. She did nothing wrong. I see. Is that true, son? Miss Miyuki did nothing wrong, so please don't fire her. I beg of you. Okay, if you say so, son. But don't permit such experiments again. Your life depends on it. Yes, sir. I'm sorry for all the trouble I caused. Miss Miyuki, I'm sorry that I misunderstood. Please accept my apology. And as for being fired, forget about what I said.
Yes, right. Thank you. Riku, I just hope you get better.
With that, both the principal and Mr. Motoboshi left the room. Well, if the students say nothing unethical occurred, I guess the school accepts it. But is this the right decision?
Riku, thanks for covering for me. And I'm really sorry for what happened. Thanks to you, I was able to keep my job.
Please, don't mention it. I'm glad I could help.
But why did he help me, I wonder?
What the hell is going on here? This whole thing is confusing. I can't make heads or tails of what's going on. But there is one thing that I was certain of. The person that he fell in love with was none other than Miss Miyuki. I'm sure of it now. I was now even more worried for my best friend. The following day, after getting out of the hospital, I was at this place, which I will explain later.
Thank you all for coming here today. Today, I would like to explain how to pick up girls.
I'm at a seminar that deals with romantic relationships conducted by experienced life counselors. I'm here to learn all there is about romantic relationships and its intricacies. I've talked to many people, have given them sound advice through the years, but the most important aspect is, when a woman is in a desperate situation and you rescue her from that predicament, she will fall for you.
Yes! What I did back there in the hospital. It was the right decision. Now Miss Miyuki will have some affection for me. Did you win a lottery or something? You look happy. Mr. Sarah, who's in the same class as me, started talking to me. No, not a lottery. Way better. I rescued this girl from a very dire situation yesterday, and I think she loves me now. I'll bet you anything that she's head over heels for me.
Wow, that's awesome! I know that plan will work out for sure.
Mr. Sarah apparently went through a lot himself. He met the girl of his dreams repeatedly. He's someone with a lot of experience in the matter of love. If Mr. Sarah thinks it's a go, it will bear fruit for sure. Then one day after school, okay, I will definitely do it today. I'm gonna ask her out on a date, but I can't do it here. It's somewhere outside the school. After looking around a bit, I found her and tried to approach and talk to her when... Miss Miyuki? Can we talk?
Sorry, someone is here to pick me up. Gotta go.
Miss Miyuki hopped into some stranger's car and was driven away. What am I doing? I mean, she's so beautiful. Why wouldn't she have a boyfriend or two? The sight of her hit me hard. I realized it was an impossible endeavor. Oh well, I'll just admire her from afar. That's good enough for me.
Sorry about this. I know it was kinda sudden.
Yeah, well, you've always been like this ever since we were kids. What would you do without your little brother?
I decided to call my little brother and get his advice on something.
And so, what's this about? You're not in trouble, are you?
No trouble, it's just that I was in school the other day and a student hit his head and there was blood everywhere. I sorta got excited and I explained all that happened that day.
Are you kidding me? That's pretty serious. So, you went and got yourself fired, I suppose?
Actually, no. That student covered for me for some reason. I explained all the rest, including my assessment of the situation. So, what do you think all this means?
Man, I have no idea.
Well, turns out I was expecting too much from my brother. I was back to square one. Then, several days later, I was shopping downtown one weekend.
Oh, hey, Miss Miyuki.
Oh, hi, Riku. What are you doing here?
Are you here for some shopping?
I happened to run into Riku. I didn't think much of it at the time, but...
The next evening. Oh, hello, Miss Miyuki. It's kind of late and it's dark. Be careful going home, okay?
Yes. Right, thank you. I seem to be running into Riku quite a lot recently.
I told myself I was just going to watch her from afar, but I couldn't stop myself.
It wasn't only that. I get this strange feeling recently that someone is following me. Maybe it's just my imagination. Every night as I walked home, I couldn't shake the feeling that I was being followed. And I keep running into that guy. Maybe Riku is actually pissed off at me for what I did? Could it be that he's planning on getting revenge or something? I was started to feel a bit weary of Riku's true attentions. Then one night as I was walking home, again I felt someone nearby. There's someone following me. I decided to verify my suspicions. I knew it! When I stopped walking, the footstep behind me stopped too. Does that mean... I turned around to confront whoever it was, although I had a good idea. Huh? I saw someone behind a telephone pole. He was wearing a black mask, staring at me intently. I was shocked and started running, but the guy started to pursue me. I was sure this was it, but then...
Miss Miyuki! I got this. You're safe now.
It was Riku, who had chased the guy away with the baseball bat.
You steal anymore, buddy. You stick around any longer and I'll call the cops.
They turned and ran down the alley in a panic.
Miss Miyuki, are you okay?
Wow, I was so frightened. Thank you, Riku.
No need to worry anymore. I scared the guy away. I doubt he'll come lurking around anymore.
I really appreciate it, and I'm sorry about...
Huh? About what?
I must admit, I thought the guy in the mask, I thought it was you. I thought I was being followed recently and thought maybe you were still angry about what happened at school that day. I thought maybe you were.
I see, but really, Miss Miyuki, I'm not angry at you about that at all. That's right. I'm no stalker. I'm just someone watching over her from afar. That's all, but... Huh? There's a strange guy following her. I have to protect her. I can't let anything happen to her. That's why I caught the guy. I thought you were in danger. I had to do something.
Really? I'm so sorry that it took it all wrong. But why do this for me? After what I did?
I just wanted to protect you no matter what. Because, well, I'm in love with you.
Huh? Wait,
I'm serious. You're my first and only love.
I see. But you're my student. A relationship between teacher and student is not permitted.
I see. Yeah, that's true. Is that it? Well, at least I tried. As I sighed and was about to give up.
So, when you graduate, I'll be there for you.
Huh? Really?
Yes. Once we are no longer teacher and student, would you ask me out then?
Seriously, Miss Miyuki? Okay, I'll work hard until then and become a better guy. Just you wait.
Okay, Riku. I look forward to it.
So, Riku worked things out, huh? Now it's my turn.
I was shocked to hear this outcome from my buddy Riku. Well, not really the outcome, but how it all came about. Thanks for the Batman. It came in real handy. Sure thing, man. But I gotta say, when you started bleeding from the head, I was a bit in a panic. Oh yeah, that. That photo and video that Riku took of the baseball guys partying it up, he used it to negotiate some deal with them. I doubt the teachers will give you a pass on this. Huh? So what do you want us to do? During our next science class, I want you guys to hit the ball toward our class and hit me with it. Pardon me? This is interesting. Didn't think you were such a nutcase. This might be kind of fun. Let's do it! It worked out just great. I got a date with her, albeit after I graduate, that is. Man, is he serious? People will do anything for love. How true. It's great to fall in love, but just don't take it too far. Don't forget to like and subscribe.
Looking for more interesting stories and videos? Then come check out other videos from Mani Mani people here. We'd love to hear your thoughts too. Drop a line in the comments below. See you soon!